Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 2 of the Sleep Style Discovery event, and we are going to see how well it's going to go for us. But first, we are starting off with 5,371 sneaky snacking and 10 more apples for going to bed on time. The reward stamp card still hasn't changed. Do a periodic update on that. I was hoping it would get better after a certain number of weeks, but unfortunately not. But we did get 100 sleep points. That puts us at 4,277. And for our daily lottery, we can grab a small ingredient ticket. Not bad. Speaking of ingredient tickets, which is it? It is the large bundle that contains a large ingredient ticket. I've had a couple of people write to me and let me know that it is 100 ingredients. But what it does is it picks 4 ingredients and you get 25 of each. So it's a grand total of 100, but what you get is random. So use that information however you see fit. Just wanted to point that out to you guys since we weren't sure what it was going to be. And it also seems like it is a brand new item. So have fun. But let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's see how the Sleep Style Discovery event is going to treat us. I have also heard from some other folks that they have not been getting any new sleep styles at all for the first sleep report. And I kind of feel like in a way that's to be expected with how Select Button handles their increased odds when they do events. You know, if some of you remember the Eevee week that we had where several people didn't see shiny Eevee, let alone an Eevee at all sometimes. So it's kind of to be expected. And I feel like it is, you know, especially towards the beginning of the week where we're already going to have most of the sleep styles that we could find anyway. You kind of expect that. So I think we'll start to see a lot more new sleep styles for everybody as we get later in the week and people get into the ranks that they haven't reached before or where they have very few sleep styles. So I wouldn't be alarmed about it just yet. We did get the balance type, which it is pseudo balanced. So that's good. I was hoping for, I believe it's the snoozing type where Dedenne spawns. I'm drawing a blank on it right now. Whatever type Dedenne spawns under, that's what I was hoping for. But it is balanced, so there's still a chance, but I think we might be a little bit shy of the rank to get to Dedenne at this point. So we'll see. I honestly forgot to look into Dedenne and see what I needed for it. But let's see, did we get any new sleep styles today? I don't think we did. Yep, no new sleep styles for me today. We did get 2 Pikachu, a Chikorita, a Swablu, and a Jigglypuff. I almost said Igglybuff. No, that is the wrong one. Balanced sleep style and got 3 from the same snoozing category, so that's interesting. Okay, anybody hungry? No, I feel like we've gone several days without anybody being hungry. What do we want to catch? Is there really? I mean, Chikorita could be a good one, but you know what? Saving our biscuits, we're gonna go ahead and catch the, we'll catch that Swablu we started working on. Maybe another addition to the Swablu army, we'll find out. Not really worried about anything else here. It just doesn't really seem to be really anything worth catching. We'll probably have plenty of time to catch Pikachu and Pichu at the OGPP. So for now, we'll just get that Swablu, we'll move on. Yeah, let's send out the Chikorita candy. I think that would actually help. I feel like everybody has plenty of Pikachu candy at this point. Chikorita candy may be more helpful than Swablu. 620 research XP, ooh, kind of low, and then 1359 dream shards, kind of low compared to yesterday, but I suppose that's to be expected. All right, let's see, Swablu level 15 and naughty, uh-oh. All right, so we've got egg, and apple. And then we've got Dream Shard bonus. Ooh, not one for the Swablu army then, because we have Ingredient Finder M right after that. It's not what we want. Inventory up M, nope. Skill level up S. Inventory up L. This Swablu really wants to be an Ingredient Finder. With Naughty Nature, which is Speed of Help up, which isn't bad. Speed of Help up, main skill chance down. It's not the best thing for a Swablu, but not the worst. I mean, given that we have a good healer, We're really not worried about triggering the main skill all that much, so it's fine. But none of the sub skills are going to work for what we need. So let's go ahead and run this berry strength calculation. It's going to be very, very low. Ooh, not as low as I thought. That speed of help nature is actually picking up a lot more slack than I thought it would. So that's pretty good. Not good enough for the army, mind you, but still pretty good for what I thought it was going to be. Looks like it has slowed to a crawl. Ooh, 0. Wow. I mean, the fact that it even set at 0 for a second, kind of weird. But, yeah, this one has slowed to a crawl. Yeah, like I typically do whenever there's one I'm pretty sure I'm not going to keep. I'm just going to let it run in the background for those of you that are curious what the final PR is, just to complete the cycle, but I don't see any point lingering on this one. We know we're not going to keep it. There's nothing that's going to redeem it. The only thing it has going for it is the nature, and even that's just kind of okay. So we'll move on. We'll let that run in the background, and we'll see what else we can find. No point in lingering there. We have an event to get to. We also have something we have to worry about with you. You have just let me down, but it looks like we got new news. Oh, okay. New news. Oh, we got a couple of new news. All right, so let's take it from the top. It's now possible to pair smartwatches with Pokemon Sleep. Ooh, might be time to look into getting a smartwatch then. As of September 23rd, 5 p.m., which was yesterday. It's now possible to conduct sleep research in Pokemon Sleep using sleep data tracked on certain smartwatches. Nice. We have also added some new achievements you can get by registering sleep data from your smartwatch. Even better, I like free stuff. We hope you enjoy conducting sleep research by tracking your sleep via your smartwatch after pairing it with Pokemon Sleep. Honestly, if I was going to buy a device to track my sleep for this game, it would be a smartwatch. The biggest issue I had with Pokemon Go Plus Plus is that I would only really be using it for this game, and $40 is a lot to spend on something I'm only going to use for this game. But a smartwatch, at least I can use it for a lot of other things on top of this game, even though a smartwatch is more expensive than a Go Plus Plus. But the following compatible devices are Apple Watch, Galaxy Watch, Google Pixel Watch, and Fitbit. Okay, so that's a decent range of products. That's not bad. I feel like most people that have smartwatches probably already have one of those kinds, so not bad. I'm hoping they are going to add more over time, and this is just the initial starting batch of smartwatches. That would be cool. But might be time for me to start looking at a smartwatch. We'll see. Certain devices may not be compatible. To confirm which Apple Watch models are compatible, please check the details here. To confirm which Galaxy Watch or Google Pixel Watch and Fitbit models are compatible, please check the details here. To those playing Sleep on iOS devices, so if you are on an iPhone, pay attention. You can register sleep data that was tracked via Apple Watch. Please check here for more details. Those playing on Android, register sleep data that was tracked Galaxy Watch, Pixel Watch, or Fitbit. Please check for more details here. Notes: cannot register sleep data that you started tracking before linking Pokemon Sleep with Apple Health or Health Connect. Sleep data tracked via smartwatch that has been manually edited may not be eligible to register in Pokemon Sleep, and if you have already paired a Go Plus Plus, you can still pair with a smartwatch and maintain the pairing of both devices. Interesting. If this function doesn't work even after waiting, please restart the app. Cool. Very good feature. I like this. Now, if only they could get it to where you can use your sleep data tracked with a smart ring, because that's really what I would like, is a smart ring rather than a watch. But maybe one day, we'll see. All right, and then we have gifts for everyone, the returning researcher bonus. We are giving out a returning researcher bonus to players who are coming back to play Sleep after being away for a while. In addition to special gifts, including 10 biscuits, each qualifying researcher will get perks such as a hungry Pokemon showing up during sleep research. And as a token of our gratitude, we'll also be sending special gifts to all the researchers who have been playing Pokemon Sleep regularly. I am tripping up over my words like crazy today. We hope these perks and gifts help you out and that you'll continue to enjoy sleep research with Snorlax and other Pokemon. For returning researchers, the qualifying researchers applies to all researchers who meet the following two requirements: created an account prior to August 23rd, 5 p.m. and did not conduct sleep research between August 23rd and September 23rd. So if you took a month off, congratulations, you're getting some free stuff. The bonus period is September 23rd until October 23rd, 5 p.m. to 5 p.m. respectively. All qualifying researchers will automatically receive the following perks. The following perks will be applied to 7 research sessions, 1 per day, bonus 300 sleep points. That's a good amount. And then 1 hungry Pokemon will for sure appear during sleep research. And then a special gift, 10 Poke Biscuits, 1 good camp ticket. Very nice, very generous. And 1,000 sleep points, also very good. And 20 small handy candies. Note, you can accept the gift by tapping the gift box in the upper right of the in-game menu. Cool. Then what everybody gets, whether you took a break or not, we get from September 23rd until October 23rd again, 5 to 5 p.m. We get 10 Poke Biscuits and 1,000 sleep points. Kind of disappointing. I would have liked the good camp ticket because it is so good, but you know, we got a lot more over the month that we continued to play, so it's not that big a deal. This applies to players who log in during the distribution period. You can accept your gifts by tapping the gift box icon in the upper right of the in-game menu. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of all right with that. Like I said, I wish we got the good camp ticket because it's just super good. I'm fine without all the other stuff that we didn't get. It's just, I really want that good camp ticket because of how good it is. But overall, not bad. I will accept the Poke Biscuits because, as you just saw, I desperately need them. So I'll take 1,000 sleep points and 10 Poke Biscuits. I'm all right with that. Just being greedy and really want that good camp ticket. Okay, let's check the community reports. We have 47 of them. Very good, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 that doubled up. Very nice. Very nice. No level ups today, but that's okay. And then we have, to get into the meat and potatoes of what's going on, let's see if things worked out for us. I wasn't able to swap the team out because Gardevoir was slacking yesterday too, and nobody was above 90%. So that was fun. Blastoise, plenty of milk and cocoa. I was kind of running low on milk, so I wanted to get some of that overnight. The big issue is not with tomatoes. The big issue is with not you. You've been gorgeous, but we didn't get an extra tasty yesterday at all. We did get a rank up right now, though, that interrupted what I was saying and trying to do. We are now at Grade 2. Yeah, not getting an extra tasty yesterday at all really kind of set us back, but also, let me figure this out and I will explain what happened. Hey, 1 skill trigger. We only got 3 skill triggers all yesterday. Now we're starting off with 1, so that kind of held us back. And then this one, just to go, you know, 3 for 3 on bad news. This one didn't bring in enough potatoes for me to make 1 Dream Eater butter curry until dinner. I did not get enough potatoes to make Dream Eater butter curry for lunch. And that's with swapping in our other victory bell on the team to try to get a little more potatoes. I swapped it in around like 3 o'clock. Still didn't get enough potatoes between the 2 of them to make Dream Eater butter curry. There were multiple times I clicked on Masquerada and got nothing but berries. So we had a really bad day yesterday. You saw in the video yesterday how poorly it started off. It just didn't get any better. Like I said, Gardevoir didn't trigger very often. Dedenne triggered less than it should. It should, I think, be about 4 triggers per day on average. We only got 3, which isn't terrible, but when you put it with everything else, yeah. Masquerada not giving me potatoes. The victory bell with potatoes not giving them to me as well. It just all culminated into a bad day. And then on top of it, we didn't get a single extra tasty. So I'm hoping that changes now. We should have enough to make what we need. We have a currently 20% plus 10. So we have a 30% chance. We have Sunday odds basically of an extra tasty right now. And I really want to save these mushrooms and leeks and high level ingredients for when I am pretty sure that we're going to get it. But also, one of the times where we have the expanded pot trigger from Masquerada would be very good. For now, let's, I mean, we do need more milk. We can probably swap in the other Blastoise to get some more milk just to kind of top us off a little bit. Because we're doing pretty well. We have enough for 7, 6, 7. I don't know, 6 or 7. We have enough cocoa for 6 or 7 butter curries. For now, I'm just gonna throw apples in. We're gonna get some more from Gardevoir and Dedenne. Sunday odds of extra tasty. It's probably not gonna happen. It happened, of course. Go figure. But at least we got one. 106,476 is a nice way to start off day 2. Maybe we can finally turn this around, because yesterday was not good. Not good. I don't know what it is about Mondays. I feel like Mondays these last few weeks have all started off very rocky. But this was definitely the worst Monday so far. But that 106,000 is enough to push us into Grade 4. And before I forget again, Swablu, final PR, 42. Cool. All right, we're definitely not keeping that Swablu, but I do want to check the Dedenne. Where are you gonna spawn? I think we might be where we need to be now. Oh, Great 1. Yes, Great 1 is the first one. So very small chance of getting it at Great 1, but now that we are Grade 4, we have a decent chance of finding this one. But I was mistaken. I thought I only had 2 Dedenne sleep styles. Turns out I had 3. I am only missing the top belly. So that means we are not gonna get the effectively increased spawn rates. Wait, is it the top belly or is it the 3-star? Now I'm second guessing myself. We're not gonna get the increased spawn rates until it is snoozing. Until we get to like ultra something, but let's see. Where you at, Dedenne? There you are. I'm missing the 3-star. Okay, so we need to get to like probably master 3 or 4 before we get a chance for the event to kick in for that sleep style that we're missing. So hopefully we can get there pretty quickly, but you know, with how sleep styles for today went, not getting any new ones, and what people are saying so far, maybe there's a chance that I'll get it. But why are we saying no spawn locations? What? That's weird. I don't know exactly what this box means, but it does say a greater appearance rate at all locations. We have a greater appearance rate here on Lapis, apparently. I don't know. This is weird. I have never seen this information before. I just happened to stumble across it just now, but I'll figure that one out later. For now, did we get another skill trigger? We didn't. That would have been great. So we started off today pretty well. The research went okay. We didn't get any new sleep styles, but like I said, to me, that's kind of expected because at the lower ranks, we have most of the sleep styles anyway, if not all of them. So not really surprised there. I think we'll get more as we get further into the week, but we are going to get 1,600 Dream Shards for hitting Great 2. The question is, what are we going to do about this Masquerada? Because it is severely underperforming. And really the only way I think to get it to perform properly is to get it to level 50. Which I definitely don't have the candies to do. I don't even think I have the handy candies to make that happen. So I don't know what we're going to do about this Masquerada situation. We just have to try to put both this one and the other Victory Bell on the team to try to hopefully make it work. And to that end, actually, I think what we're going to do, we have a good amount of tomatoes. So now that we're stocked up pretty well on tomatoes, I think we swap out for the other Victory Bell. That way we get some potatoes to help Masquerada, but also we're still going to get a few tomatoes here and there that will help keep our tomato supply topped up for a little bit longer and make it stretch longer. And then once we get a decent amount of potatoes, if we start running low on tomatoes, we can swap in the other victory bell, the shiny one, to bring in more tomatoes to kind of help out. But I feel like at this point, that's really all that I can do, simply because of how things are working out. The other thing I can do is swap in this Blastoise and try to get a good amount of milk stocked up so that we kind of do the same thing with the Milk Cocoa Blastoise. Once we get, probably today is all we need to keep this Blastoise on the team, just to get a really good supply of milk. And then swap the shiny Blastoise back in. The little bit of milk that he'll bring in over time will stretch that supply probably until the end of the week. So we could be very good there. And then we just have to worry about Dedenne triggering as often as we would like, and Gardevoir helping the whole team out. Because unfortunately, like I said, Gardevoir very underperformed yesterday. And I don't know if everyone else's underperformance was a direct correlation to that, but it might have been. We'll see. But for now, we're starting off Tuesday very strong. Hopefully tomorrow's sleep research is better with at least one new sleep style, and hopefully everybody else has more sleep styles, because like I said, several people were saying they got nothing new. I got nothing new, but I still think we'll see that turn around throughout the week. But that said, that is where we're at for today. That's the plan. We're still trying to make the Dream Eater Butter Curry. We're hoping for extra tasties, and we'll just have to see how everybody performs, and that's going to be it. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Flightmaster, Illusion, JP, White, Husky Star, and Jassy. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, go ahead and click that join button right next to the subscribe button. And while you're down there, click the link to the Discord in the description box. Come and join us to talk about Pokemon Sleep and other video games. Other than that, y'all have a good night, and until next time, later, dudes.